I'll be reacting to I'm Standing on a Million Lives, episode 15. I'll be watching it from Crunchyroll's website. And I'll be starting my reaction in 1, 0, go. Oh yeah, I've missed this series. Oh boy. I'm a feeling the whoever they're subbing under likely did something stupid. But that's going to be my guess, because nobility in this series usually isn't that intelligent. I mean, hopefully they're at the very least good enough now. Damn, for a second I thought that dude was a lady, because he kind of seemed a little bit like it. Oh. Aww. Kind of makes me feel bad for the dude. Whoa. Yo, recently, like, ever since the latter bits of season 1, this series has gone in a lot more extreme when it comes to either having people brutalized or upping the violence in general, which I don't mind, because it does make every event in the series feel a bit more intense now. And it further reminds you that even though, yes, Yotsuba, and I should say his allies, because I don't know if he can really call any of them friends, even though they have a chance to rival all the other people around, just a single fuck up, and they're completely hit the bucket. All because Rice has had a lot of years. Yeah, he's probably had a lot of years to deal with the stress. For all we know, maybe he still feels that kind of despair. He just has a good way of hiding it. That, or he's had enough positive memories to not replace, but at the very least lower the terror of the horrible moments in his life. Oh, I honestly hope that isn't a death act for Rice, but it could be, because in isekai anime, whenever super minor characters mention their sad backstories, they sometimes end up, no, in most cases they end up dying. And you know what? I actually like that smile from Cantel, because even though Cantel looks like a hard ass, it's nice actually seeing him actually enjoy the fact that the youth are actually enjoying themselves, because at least it makes him out to be more than just a guy that looks cool. Because don't get me wrong, he fits the guy that looks cool role pretty darn well to a T, and I have no complaints about that. But that seems at least implying that there's more to him than just coolness factor. So I gotta give credit to that too. Now, in saying that, woo boy, just wonder what type of crazy shit's gonna happen this week. Because it's been just mostly build-up episodes for the most part, which, don't get me wrong, I like my build-up episodes in this series, but my gut feeling is it ain't gonna just stick to that. I gotta admit, the opening does pump me up. Although I just wonder if the whole season's gonna focus on the quest, or is it going to delve to things beyond that? Because it doesn't really show much new characters aside from the people they've encountered so far. So I wonder how far it's going to go. How hard is that? Creatures on, jeez. It's about as hard as steel they can actually block that blade without taking any damage. I actually can't wait to see the fruits of Lou and Spirit Blondie's training. I'm gonna guess it ain't gonna go too well. Yeah. Oh! Oh, damn! And with the single punch! She got wrecked all sight. Well, more like Saitama breaking a creature style. Now the question is, if Cantillo be hit, how much damage would he be able to take? Because he looks like a tough guy, but... Oh! Yeah! But hey, regardless, yeah, the end result he was looking for. Is that a gun? Oh, I thought for a second he was actually going to have a portable gun. I'm like, man, how much more broken can it become? But, you know what? I actually like this. Start your way from blows, and then if they eventually go work their way up to guns, I actually don't mind that. There's a long-ass wind-up time, though. Hey, at least those beasts don't have intelligence, because if they did, they would have instantly aimed for Yotsuba. Instead of trying to continue going towards Cantel. Oh, no. Oh, okay. I thought for a second Rice was going to do something crazy that would get him killed. I mean, hey, everyone has their shitty. I like how even the orcs were shocked. Okay, I gotta admit that's kind of hilarious. Oh, you know shit's true when characters that normally keep their eyes closed open them the fuck up. If I was to try to get in a second one, load it up just to play it safe. The issue with that is, I mean, hey, with the way Rice performed, I think he can call Cancel whatever the hell he wants when it comes to calling him in general. I'm just saying. I mean, provided, of course, he doesn't call Cancel anything disrespectful. He's not a wimp. Yeah, he was actually brave. Despite not having enough strength to take in on the orcs, he used himself as a distraction. That's actually pretty impressive. They can. They just gotta play their cards right. Yeah, the animation there is off because one of the healers, you can tell the hand is really poorly drawn. My guess is, though, they want to probably see the budget for the action sequences, but then again, it is the Stand on Million Lives franchise. The series isn't exactly known for having high production values. What happened to Kuzu's face? I gotta admit, that's a good name, though. The thing is, though, if you got the smarter orcs showing up, who knows if those diversionary tactics are going to work? I wonder if Yotsuba's considered. No, Yotsuba probably has considered that possibility. That's my guess. I mean, he's the smartest person in the group to get a tactical advantage. There are justified reasons of running away, just like there's unjustified reasons of running away. You know? Oh, yeah. I just love how tense it is. And especially with the music, too. Is anything this season's done better than season 1, aside from the animation quality being slightly up? Yeah, man. I always love seeing orcs get freaking slaughtered. Doesn't matter which series. Unless they're good orcs. I'm assuming whatever she receives is going to disappoint her. Yeah, the same please be it's probably going to be something that's going to disappoint her. That's actually not bad. It'll make some more belt. I'm actually surprised you got something useful. Hey, that's an optimistic way of looking at it. Wait, 6,000 drawings? What the fuck? Okay, that's pretty epic. I like how Casey looks so confused there. It's adorable. I understand our glasses girl running slow, but I'm surprised Kusei's running slow because she ain't covering anything heavy. Yeah, they got wrecked. Yeah. Although my guess is they ain't gonna be so easy though. Question is though, for how long? Well, they can just revive automatically after being wrecked, so I could see why Gyotso want to try his short-ranged weapon. The thing is, though, his real one-on-one fight, even if it works on that orc, if he goes up against the higher tier orc, who knows if it's going to have much effect. But hey, you know what? Nothing mentioned, nothing gained. Yeah, it didn't look like it cut deeply enough. Oh! Is it going to aim towards Rice? Yo, did he just accidentally make shit worse? Or you don't know, maybe they're just starting to evolve the orcs. So, okay, that's pretty slick. Actually moving them in a false sense of comfort, making them think that they weren't going to show up around those areas as often. Okay, did they just turn in their heads? That or the aim was off because it kind of did look like it hit the horn. It didn't hit the skin. Which I'm not going to blame it. That's a fair distance. I just hope our boy made more of those weapons. Oh, no. I don't want to see Rice die. Fuck. He's going to get slaughtered, isn't he? Oh, yeah, he is. Fuck. And I love how you can see our boy visibly pissed off. I mean, maybe if we're lucky, Rice will at least be just heavily injured. No, he's probably dead. I gotta admit, I actually like all the planning that Yotsuba and company actually do. It actually makes even the small victories in the series feel rewarding. Although I'm not, yeah. I was laughing because it felt like they had a nice sense of victory, but then Rice. Oh. I mean, he went down like a badass. They did. He can at least rest easy. Oh. he ain't weak one bit. And gotta say, that's on some. Yeah, exactly. I'd say about all of them, Rice is probably one of the strongest to be able to throw his life like that for a good cause. It wasn't too late though, because they were able to achieve the victory because of him. Whoa! That's a lot of character development for Yotsuba there. Damn! Yeah, because we don't see him cry like that normally. I gotta admit, that was probably one of the best sequences of All Our Boy, because by far we rarely see him like that. And like how you can even see Keita completely unnerved too. That's nice, because it's showing you that even deaths that don't seem super major can still have a big impact on the cast. And I like that, because that was actually one of the weaknesses of season one. Sometimes it would emphasize the bond that Yotsuba and company would have, and when a character from the Isekai world that dies, it usually doesn't have impact. I like how this time, no, it actually does have impact. So, you know what? I like it. This season's been progressively getting rid of its weaknesses that season one has. I'm assuming they used all their budget on Rice's death scene. Yeah, because that was still. But you know what? I ain't gonna hop on them too much, because their script has been pretty damn good. He should assume that there's gonna be more attacking them. Well, yeah, the two lovely ladies. They're just gonna have to make do with what they got. Okay, that is some max dedication and some balls too. Sure. Most people would have packed it on home after making a few weapons. That's impressive. I wonder. Oh yeah, he's probably paying his respects. Which, you know what? I think that's pretty touching. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, he was. Oh. Hopefully, when all is said and done and they get through the orchid situation, they can actually give Rice a proper funeral. Although with the way it's going, they're going to have to probably give lots of people lots of funerals. All jokes aside. The thing is, though, even if that's the case, would Kentel and her and the rest of Kentel's mercenary group be enough to stop large amounts of orcs attacking? I mean, I guess it'd be better than doing absolutely nothing. That's gonna be unnerving, like being in a fight and knowing that death is really imminent, and the only thing you can do at best is just buy a few seconds or minutes for the heroes that might have a shot at making an impact. I love that. Extremely tense situations like that in anime. And it's creepy how you can just talk a perfect. Just the audacity of her calling them perverts, even though this queen is the one that's encroaching on their living space. Yeah, but by technicalities, didn't her children cause trouble in the first place? Okay, I mean, wait, what? Yo, that is fucking crazy. Didn't think that there'd be a chance that the orc situation would be something that would be self-inflicted. Yeah, but reverse it, the orcs would be looking at the heroes as the bad guys. That's a good point. Kind of puts the whole thing in the morally gray situation. They kind of are, but at the same time, the orcs did show up and disturb the order, so you can look at it both ways. Yeah, the orcs were showing mercy, but simultaneously, they did encroach on the island of the islanders, so it's like goes both ways. But yeah, I can see where Yotuba's coming from, though, and I'm not going to necessarily refute his point of view because there are things correct about it, and that's something I actually like about this series. It shows you that not everything in this series is going to be black and white, and that on occasions there are going to be things that are going to be in the morally gray area. It's what helps make the writing in the series pretty damn good. And from a story standpoint, I'm going to have to give it credit for that because in most isekai anime I've seen, when you have a main protagonist make a decision, it's usually the correct one. That's 100% with no wrinkle. That's the absolutely perfect decision from a moral standpoint. I like how this series subverts and flips it on his head because I love just the fact that it mentions that the pact was made by humans. It does put into light, oh yeah, this is kind of something that the human characters, well, at least when it comes to Islanders, it is kind of a situation that they pretty much made themselves. So that's why I liked it narratively, because it shows us this is how realistic the series can be in regards to, yeah, not everything in life is going to be just black and white. There are going to be shades of gray. It feels like they switch the dude's voice every fucking episode. Well, yeah, of course I'm not going to miss next week's episode, which potentially it came out for me a few days ago, which I will be reacting to that in 3 to 8 minutes, actually. Oh, speaking of which, Crunchyroll already loaded up the episode, which I'm going to be reacting to that. But once I tag up my reactions in the next episode. But anyways, that's why I like this script, because aside from putting the orcs in the gray area, I actually love how, yeah, there are consequences. While it does suck to see Rice die, it was a substantial death because you get to see, for one, you get to see our main boy cry, and that was kind of a sad scene, don't get me wrong. And aside from that, something I do love about this episode too, I love the fact that when it comes to the high stakes, this episode also never holds back and actually giving some nice characterization, because with the Yotsuba, you got character development. He cried for the death of Rice. That's something the old Yotsuba wouldn't have done in the earlier episodes. So that's why I thought the writing was fantastic. It's showing he's visually changing from an emotional standpoint. And it ain't just him that's changed. I love how this episode's showing you characterization for Kanto, actually seeing that he actually does enjoy it when the youth have a nice time. That was actually really damn cool. It gives the series some much needed levity. And plus, Glasses Girl, I do like the fact that she linking her hunter skill to being similar to the macho girl she used to praise. I thought that was funny in its own way. So there was even a bit of levity here and there in the episode to keep it from being dark 100%. So that's why, from a character standpoint, it did pretty well for itself. You don't love how it puts kind of like the female Queen Orc in an interesting light, because humans straight up that she gave an offer and she's only retaliating because they attacked their orcs. So I love that too, because it shows you that the Queen Orc, even though she is kind of a douche, she ain't completely a sack of evil, and I do like that. I think it makes her into an engaging antagonist. And I'd say the only weakness was the animation quality. Like, if there's anything that's going to keep this episode ringing a 9 out of 10, which it would have been, it wasn't the animation quality, it's that. But the script was so well done. I'll give it an 8 out of 10, which is still pretty damn good in my book. But the animation quality is keeping this series from being super fantastic. But it's still a fun series to watch. It's just not a fantastic series to watch, because part of the angle of the series is also the action bits, and they do fuck those up. But thankfully, it does everything else good enough to where I'm like, you know what? The series is still good. It's just not creme of the creme. But I'm still going to be reacting to episode 16. And the series is still a fun ride. And yeah. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, but all the voice performances were great. Especially from Rice's voice actor. Even though he was only in for one episode, I thought he had a pretty outstanding voice performance, all things considered, especially considering he didn't have as much screen time in the series. That was actually pretty impressive. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, subscribe, because I'll be reacting to episode 16 in like 3 to 8 minutes. But anyways, y'all, thank you very much for watching my video, and have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.